Good morning and welcome to the class, children. So today we are starting the chapter Ruling the Countryside, chapter 3, History. Ruling the countryside. If we link this chapter with the previous chapter, in the previous chapter, Trade to Territory, we have seen that how the traders, East India Company just came to India for trading. They do not want to annex India, and slowly they have captured the whole India. Now in this chapter we will see the situation of the countryside, means the village life, how they captured the in village also. So let's see first of all how the company becomes the Diwan. Means all the authorities has been given, financial authorities has been given to the company. On 12th August 1765, the Mughal emperor appointed the East India Company as the Diwan of Bengal. So that is the important date, 12th August 1765. The Mughal emperor appointed, the mistake he has done, the Mughal emperor appointed the East India Company as the Diwan of Bengal. So you can see the picture here. In this, the painter has been depicted that how East India Company are taking the authority and trying to become our master, and how calmly we Indians are giving them opportunity to rule on us. The actual event most probably took place in Robert Clive's tent, with a few Englishmen and Indians as witness. So in this painting above, the event is shown as a majestic occasion taking place in grand setting. The painter was commissioned by Clive to record the memorable event in Clive's life. So this is the way how they give the painters the money and capture the memorable moments. The grant of Diwani clearly was one such event in British imagination. As Diwan, the company became the chief financial administration of the tent. So I have told you, when the Diwani has given, the company became the chief financial administration of the territory under its control. Now had to think of the administrating the land and organizing its revenue resources. All the administrations of the land, the village has been taken over them. To reform them, they have taken many systems and many policies, organizing its revenue resources just for their own benefit. This had to be done in a way that it could yield enough revenue to meet the growing expenses of the company. A trading company had also to ensure that it could buy the products it needed and sell it what it wanted. Now the flow of gold has been stopped because the Diwani has been given to them. Whatever they want to purchase, they can finance here only. So over the years also learned that it had to be moved with some precautions. Being an alien power, it needed to pacify those who in the past had ruled the countryside and enjoy authority and prestige. Those who had held local power had to be controlled, but they could not be entirely eliminated. So step by step they have to capture the power in the village. How was this to be done? In this chapter we'll see how the company came to colonize the countryside, organize revenue resources, redefines the rights of the people, and produce the crops what he wanted. So you can see here that in countryside also, for their own benefit, they introduced many reforms for the improvement of the agriculture. Thank you so much. So we will see in the next chapter, next session, that which topics we have to cover. Revenue for the companies. We will read about the Bengal famine in 1770. What is the shock condition and famine condition of the Bengal? Then we will see the need to improve the agriculture. We'll see who was Charles Cornwallis, the problem of the permanent settlement. A new system is devised. We will see about the Monroe system, Mehelwari system, and then crops for Europe. This is the beautiful indigo color. Why the demand for indigo? Very important word. Indigo revolt was there. We'll see how was indigo cultivated, what are the processes, and what are the problem with the niche cultivation. We'll see whole process of making an indigo. This is an indigo factory. At the end we will see how blue rebellions occur and where it occurs and what was the result. And at the last, we will see that how Mahatma Gandhi also came from South Africa and see the condition as the indigo cultivators. The conditions were in the Champaran Bihar also, they are facing the indigo cultivators were facing the same. So Gandhiji has introduced the movement. Thank you so much. This is enough for today. So